Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing some heads. Yes, I know, quite amazing. I'm going to be trying to draw each one in 2 minutes, and that timer says 5. We're going to try to do it in 2 minutes. I hit the wrong one, but that's fine. I'm sure I'll be able to get each head done in 2 minutes because, well, I've been drawing heads for a while now. None of these should be too hard to get in 2 minutes. Also, started off with a really easy one. Not intentionally, this is just the one, the random thing he gave me. Maybe I could draw her hair too. Maybe I could do that. Draw hair and heads today. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Give her somewhat of a neck. This isn't exactly her chin shape. Her chin's a little flatter, like not as long. It's fine. She's got long ass hair. Long hair. We're gonna try and stylize it a little bit because I don't want to draw it just like normal hair because I think that's kind of boring. So we're gonna try and stylize it a bit, but I don't really know what I'm doing. So I guess I have been drawing hair for a little bit too, but I don't know. Not nearly as confident in my hair skills as I am drawing the head skills. But maybe that's why I should do this. Alright, let's go ahead and erase this really quick and draw the hair nice. Well, you know what I could do? Ditch the drawing it in a timed thing completely and try using my tiny linies again. Draw the hair with the tiny linies. Try to draw some hair like manga hair. I don't know. We'll think about that. We're not going to do it on this one, but we'll think about that. She has kind of a massive forehead. That is my fault. Well, of course it's my fault. Who else's fault would it be? I'm the one drawing here. But that wasn't intentional. I just accidentally did that. Alright. Go like that. Get her two. She gets 2 of these. There. Now what? The rest of the hair, probably. I mean, that makes sense. Alright, go like that. Go like this. There we go. There's like a loose strand. Where it's supposed to be. But it doesn't look that way. I should put my glasses on. Alright. That's fine looking. It's not great, but it's fine. It's not bad. Alright. What does the bottom of her hair look like? Well, she's kind of... I'm not going to do it for this one, but I should draw the shoulders for the next ones if the hair interacts with the shoulders. Because it does this time, so we're just going to kind of improvise with her hair, but I wasn't even intending to draw her hair, so we'll just call this one a... I don't know. We're just not going to call this one anything. Go ahead, get the hair drawn in. We're not going to put, you know what, we will put a loose strand like right here. This one's going to be pretty much right there. There we go. Sure, that's fine. It doesn't look bad. I kind of didn't know what to do at the bottom of the hair because I didn't know what I was doing in the first place. So it's not perfect, but that's fine. Go ahead and give her her neck, even though this ain't how her neck is. How long did that take me? Like 4 minutes? 4.5? Alright, that is the back of someone's head. We're not drawing the back of someone's head. Ooh. I have no idea how to draw this hair. We'll try this. This is a guy, and he's got like a short, almost, like, he's got very short hair. I don't know how to draw that. I've never done that before. So we'll try that. Alright. Surprised I haven't actually done any of this before, because most of the time... Wait, why am I tilting it? I was like, had my head over there, so I was at an angle. I drew all of this at an angle. If anything, he's slightly facing up. Alright. Yeah, already off to a slightly not good start. I wouldn't say bad, because it's still fine. It's just not as good as it could have been, because I did mess up. Try to get the chin a little sharper, because his is a little sharp. Not super sharp, but sharper than I was putting it. Now let's get up to where his hairline is. Now, for the hair, which... I'm not sure how to do this. I know I said that, but we're gonna try and figure out. I really should try drawing more hair types too, because I'd like to include more hair types in my drawings. I think it's would be kind of cool. Alright, if that's where the eyes are, his ear is in the wrong place. So his eyes are in the wrong place, because this is where I'm putting his ear. Because if you didn't know, your eyes are supposed to be at the top of your ear. Like, this is where the eye line should be then. Alright. But actually, for his eyes aren't like that. Maybe not? Have I been misinformed? That's what I always thought. Maybe it's not always. Maybe that's just like usually it is, but not for everyone. That could be what it is. I have no idea. We'll keep it as is for now. You know, that's fine. Not great. But we need to get drawing the hair, because we're kind of just procrastinating while I'm trying to come up with how the hell did I even do this. Alright. We don't need to worry about his shirt or his clothes. But his hair, we can add the shape first, I guess. Alright. And that. And then a little bit on the ends here. Now what? He's got little bits that go like that. And then he's got his beard. Should we include his beard? I think we will. I don't think we'll include the mustache. Because, simply because I just don't think I want to draw the face. So we're not going to do the mustache. Alright. Go like that just for the sake of that. Okay, we're going to try to erase this and turn this into something. I know it looks kind of confusing at the moment, and I don't think it's going to look any less confusing in a minute, but I can hope. Alright. His ear should probably be pushed back further, so we'll go ahead and do that. When we actually draw it. There we go. There's an ear, slightly odd shape, but it's fine. Now for the beard, or the chin, which has a beard. Like this. And then I guess, you know what, let's just not add a beard, because I genuinely don't know what to do. Right. With this hair, it's already been 5 minutes because that timer just ended. How the hell are we supposed to add this? I genuinely have no freaking clue, dude. I have no idea how to draw this. I'm actually gonna have to look up how to draw this later. Because me has no clue at the moment. And I can't think of anything. Circles, maybe? Would circles work? Circles doesn't look good. You know what? Let's just give him different hair. Let's just come up with something on the spot, since I can't figure out how to do that. I don't want him to just be sitting there without hair or badly drawn hair, so let's come up with something. Should we just turn him into a girl? If I just turn him into a girl, I can give him hair like that, or I could not. And just give him hair like this. Oh wait, whoops. I forgot he's at an angle. I was angling this like it's completely straight. Alright. Okay, even though I know that it's an angle, I'm trying to not do it completely straight. To be honest, no clue how the hell to actually angle my drawings. Alright. Now, what are we actually doing though? I have no freaking clue. We're just adding strands and hoping for the best. And kind of seeing where it's going. I never draw guy hair. I don't know how to do this. But I already said it was a guy, so... So I just figured, hey, I should draw this as a guy. Yeah. Sadly, I think we're just going to have to take the loss on this one. I don't want to, but I think we're going to have to, so we can move on and draw other things. Yeah, we're just going to take the loss once I finish this little bit. It is what it is. We'll do better on the other ones. Let's get a different reference. Oh, that's a really old dude. He doesn't have hair, so we can't do that. All of these people have the same exact hair. There. And it's all like no hair. This is why I like using Pinterest for references hairs. For hairs. For hair. Alright. Now let's look at his head, because this was originally supposed to be me drawing heads. I did just remember that. But you know, it doesn't really matter. These videos are just me drawing whatever I decide to draw in the moment. I don't need to stay on theme. Technically, I can just decide I'm done right now if I really wanted to, too. Like, I can do whatever I want. Alright. Oh, this isn't a dude. I totally thought that was a dude. Alright. Now, how are we doing this hair? I'm not really sure. This person's hair is very much more complicated than I can draw. But hey, we're going to try to simple it down and kind of see what we can get. If we can get something good out of this, awesome awesome. If we can't, you know, that sucks, but it is what it is. This is also why I like to choose my references for hair, but also probably why I shouldn't. There's a lot of hair I can't draw, and I'd like to be able to draw any hair, so I should do more of this. Getting random references. Alright. You see, that's fine. Definitely not perfect, but it's fine. We're going to erase it and try to make it a little neater and see what we got. It's definitely not going to be perfect, I can tell you that much. But, whoops. But, alright. Go like that. Guess we're not going to use the tiny linies today either. We can use them tomorrow maybe, or later. go. These are fine, not perfect. There. And there. What are we doing now? I have no fucking clue, if I'm being completely honest. I barely knew what I was doing when I was following what I already had drawn. Alright. There. And no. Alright, sure, that's fine. Okay. Bam. Boom. Pow. There. Yeah, this isn't bad. It's not perfect. It's a little wonky. But, it's not bad. Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Definitely not perfect, but not bad. Well, I like that lady's hair. I can't draw that, though. But that's kind of weird. I'm trying to think of how to draw this. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do this, but we're gonna do it. Just like that one, we're just gonna kind of experiment and see what happens. Sadly, that means we have to draw this lady at side view, which I hate drawing side view. I just think it's a boring perspective. But, whatever. Alright, go ahead and actually raise this chin a little bit. I don't know if it should be raised. I don't care. Not very good at drawing side view either, which could possibly contribute to my distaste for it. But we're gonna say it doesn't. We're not gonna say it does. We're just gonna say it's bad, because I don't like it. Alright, how do we actually draw her frickin' face, though? Okay, sure, that's where her ear goes. Yeah, that's fine. Eyes right here. Where's the rest of the body? Should her forehead even go that high? Probably not. Alright, now time for the part what I don't know how to do. She has her hair tied in a bun. And we're gonna try and make it look nice. Alright. There. Go like that too. Put more strands in here basically. There we go. Okay, yep, looks like a mess. Perfect. Ooh, I drew her too disproportionate. That's fine. Alright, so I did mess it up. But it's fine. And I do want it tied up there in the bun down here, because that's how she has hers. I don't know if that means it's loose or falling out or whatever, but I have no idea. I'm not a hairologist. Alright. There, now what? How do we... Her bun is very messy, very, very messy. So we're gonna try... And we could look at how her hair is for the reference, but honestly, I think it'd be easier to just come up with stuff on our own. Alright. Probably not perfect, but that's not bad. That's not bad. We'll take that. Her chin, or her neck can actually go down here. And same with this, actually. And boom, now we'll grab an eraser and drop it on the carpet, getting hair on it. That's exactly what you want. And then we'll erase it. Now, let's get it looking all nice. Hopefully. Alright. There we go. Get it looking all nice. Let's go ahead and draw in her ear too, because that's actually something that's slightly important. Get that in there. Then get the strands coming from everywhere. There we go. That's what we want. Put some hair like this. There. Go like that. There. 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 Then bring her hair up and down and then up and over. And it's not nearly as round as it was, so we'll honestly just bring this up, even though that does kind of separate it from her forehead. Shushy, no it doesn't. It's all your imagination. Bibbidi boo. The reference disappeared. I've spent more than 5 minutes on this. That's fine. We don't even need to re-grab it because we're pretty much done. Alright. Just trace your lines. There you go. Alright. Now I need to definitely do this again, because these don't actually look that bad, but I definitely need more practice drawing hair types that I don't know how to draw. Alright, we're gonna end it here. I don't know how long this video is, but we're gonna end it here so I can actually go do some practice, because now I want to. That ear is misplaced by a decent amount, but we're gonna pretend like it's not. Anyways, that's it. Goodbye. Subscribe.